Howdy, everybody. We're sitting down with All-American Logan Lednicky on another edition of Take 5. Logan throwing 5 different topics at you. The first one is this. We're going all the way back to the early days.
Okay.
When did you first start playing volleyball? What's your first memory of the game? And what made you fall in love with the sport?
Yeah, I started playing club when I was 12. For a super small, local club, my number was 63, actually, after my dad, who played football here.
Very cool.
Not the typical volleyball number. I played middle, which is really odd for someone who's left-handed. So they just threw me in because I was the tall kid. But great memories of that team. I mean, that's kind of where I found my love for the sport.
So from 63 to number 9,
Yeah.
is that because 6 plus 3 equals 9?
Sure.
Ooh.
No, but I'd love to say yes. However, I found out that I made that next year my first team at Skyline, which is where I played club the rest of my life, on July 9th. Really random, but I had no idea what number I wanted to be, and I was like, it's July 9th. I'll just be number 9. And that's just stuck with me throughout club and college.
That's awesome. Okay, second topic is this summer you got to represent Team USA in the Volleyball Nations League. What does it mean to you to get to wear the red, white, and blue and play the sport that you love?
Yeah, it means the world. I mean, I feel like that's every kid's dream growing up is you watch the Olympics every 4 years and you watch these girls compete with USA on their chests, and it's just a childhood dream. And so getting to come full circle this summer and get the opportunity to do that in Rio and Serbia in front of some amazing crowds and volleyball fans and with some great girls, like I said, it was just everything I had wanted growing up, and hopefully I can continue doing that for many summers to come, but super full circle moment.
You mentioned Brazil and Serbia. Where else has the game of volleyball taken you? Obviously we know you guys travel all over the United States, especially with the schedule Jamie Morrison built this year, but it seems like you guys go all different sorts of places.
Yeah, gosh. I mean, with club combined, I've gone Spokane, Washington, kind of random. Been to Vegas twice. We've had tournaments in Vegas. No, but I think getting to play club volleyball and do that growing up was so special. Travel wise, just getting to see cool parts of the country with my teammates, my parents, my family. So that's just a little extra bonus of getting to do that.
And now you gotta have your passport updated.
Exactly.
All the time
Now I
too,
need
right?
my passport. Exactly. Yes.
My third topic for you is, and I know you're just getting started in the SEC schedule, but as a senior, how much do you talk or think, if at all, about legacy, considering what you've done at Texas A&M, All-American, first Aggies since Stacy Secor to play for the senior national team, stuff like that? You're really in an air, really rarefied air that only a few A&M volleyball players have ever reached.
Yeah, it's not easy. I'll say that. With all the awards and whatever that comes with it, it's tough. I think it's almost added pressure, but also such a blessing to have that pressure on me. And like I talked about earlier, I wanted to come to A&M since I was 2 years old. And so getting to create that legacy at a school that I would have loved to be at regardless of volleyball is so special to me. And especially just being able to build the program back to something that we know it could be and even farther than it has gone in the past is something that I find so special that I get to be a part of, aside from all the other stuff.
You mentioned that the pressure that comes along with building this legacy, it's saying it's not easy. How do you manage that? Who helps take that pressure off your shoulders on a daily basis?
Yeah, I think it goes back to teammates. Those are the people you're around day in and day out, in practice, out of practice. And so I think being able to confide in them with my struggles, and because we're all going through the same thing.
Sure.
We are all doing the same thing, have the same fans watching us. So being able to go to them about that kind of stuff, and my parents too. I mean, like I said, my dad, he knows what being a college athlete is like. And so having him to kind of bounce off of when I'm having rough days and stuff has been really helpful.
My next question for you is all about the atmosphere inside Reed Arena. You've mentioned how you guys have helped bring the program back to something it could be, but inside that building, when you guys are playing, there's been so many changes over the last few years. So really, what has been your favorite addition, improvement to the volleyball atmosphere at Reed?
Yeah. That's a tough one because we have done a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for one, I think just the student attendance that has skyrocketed over the past 3, 4 years, uh, and like butts in seats, like the amount of people that we're bringing in and who genuinely like love coming to watch, is just so awesome. And then this year specifically, we actually flipped the student section and like the season ticket holder side,
Mm-hmm.
so that the student sections are behind our bench and the visitors bench. And so it's made it, even just these couple preseason games that we played, I feel like a lot more interactive, and like you can hear them chirping at the other team,
Yeah.
and you can hear them like right behind us. And so I think that's been cool because like that's the whole point of it, is to like get to know the 12 man and like get to know the people that are coming to support you, and being super close with them. So
This year they've actually moved the media up into like one of the top corners, the
Yeah.
lower bowl. So whenever they play the monster block, like it's a really cool angle of all
Yeah,
the arms
really.
going up and down. That's really cool. Kind of similar to that first question. For those who haven't been to a volleyball game at Reed Arena, what is your best sales pitch to get them to come check you guys out as conference play begins?
Yeah. I mean, I've always said this. I think volleyball's one of the most entertaining sports out there. Constantly fast paced. There's never a moment that's like a lull in the game. Every play is like that, and so I think that for the sport in itself, it's so entertaining to watch, and just our team specifically. We love this game. We love each other, and I think that shows. And we're there to put on a show. Like we love coming in every night and performing is essentially what we're doing. For these fans. And I mean, the music, like the interaction with the yell leaders, the student section in general, I mean, they just got huge fat heads of all of
Yes.
our heads for this season, and like getting to have those in the crowd, and just, I don't know, everything combined, it's really like an event and it's fun. And so I think everyone enjoys it.
Seconded everything she just said. You won't be disappointed if
No.
you go out. Oh, and by the way, the team's really good, ranked 13th in the country. Last topic, Logan. What you mentioned it a little bit earlier. You said you wanted to come to Texas A&M ever since you were 2 years old. Your dad played football here. What was your first memory of Texas A&M?
Yeah. I mean, one that pops right into my head is probably tailgating with my family growing up. My parents have a great group of friends who all had kids around my age, and we had the same spot forever growing up until they like redid the rec and stuff. But just vivid memories of like running around with those kids with my parents, hanging out, and then getting to go to the game with them. That's like what created my love for this school, I think, is getting to see like how close knit my parents and their friends were, and just like the love of like the Aggie culture and tradition in the school. And so like ever since then I wanted to be a part of it myself. So
How cool has it been for you to be not only just a part of it, but to put on the maroon and white? What has been your favorite part of being a student athlete at Texas A&M?
yeah, I think it's just like the love and support we get from the school and from the alumni, and how invested people are in A&M athletics. And because like what we do is hard, like practicing, and it's a grind, but it makes it so worth it to see like how invested people are in us and our sport, and how much people want to pour into us just because of what we get to do day in and day out.
Logan, thanks so much for taking
Yeah,
time.
of course.
She's Logan Lednicky, All-American volleyball player. Aggies open a Southeastern Conference play this week at Reed Arena. And thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Take 5.